Hey everybody, and welcome to Dice Camera Action.
Hello!
Yay!
Everybody, yay!
Yay!
So, last week, to jump right in, the Waffle crew had a throwdown with the ancient red dragon Klauth. And the dragon had its heart set on obtaining the Ring of Winter, which is currently on the finger of one Paulton Seppa, Bard Extraordinaire, who is, unknown to his friends, under the ring's control and not willing to part with it. The dragon, thwarted by various attacks and attempts to distract it, knocked a wall down on top of the Waffle crew, burying almost everybody. And some of the party members are still buried under said wall. One person who is not buried under there is the Waffle crew's newest companion, a tabaxi hunter named Bag of Nails, who, discovering that he kept getting thrown off the dragon and knocked about, grabbed onto a rope ladder and is climbing up to this thing, flying overhead, the Acquisitions Incorporated airship, which has already lobbed one harpoon at the dragon and missing horribly. Paulton was buried under the rubble, but is no longer buried. He was pulled up to his feet by Diath, if I remember correctly. So Diath tried to purloin the ring off of Paulton, but Paulton was having none of it. Grabbing onto Paulton's other hand is Simon, his trusty puppet companion, and Strix is nearby, and I believe, Strix, that you are currently in gaseous form, correct?
I am currently in gaseous form, yes.
Okay. And Anna, who has lost her voice for a number of days now, but has just started to regain it. Evelyn, I believe, is still fluttering around near her party now, in front of said dragon. What does that say?
Blah, blah, blah,
Blah,
Lathander,
blah,
blah, blah.
Blah, blah, Lathander, blah, blah. Okay. And when last we left the party, it was Strix's turn. Now, Strix, before you act, the dragon, using a free action, is staring down Paulton, and Paulton, as it talks, you can feel just heat washing over you, and the air ripples around you from that heat as it breathes. And it says to you, "The ring is raw elemental power, like me. We have much to learn from each other." Do the wise thing. Give it to me now, or I'll incinerate your friends.
Ooh, I don't like that plan.
Also remember that Strix cast Death Ward spells on Evelyn, Paulton, and Diath. So should you ever get dropped down to 0 hit points, you will drop to 1 instead. And as this happens, as the dragon bellows this at Paulton, Strix, what do you, if anything, want to do?
Well, so he's pinning Paulton down, right?
He basically is not at the moment. Paulton was buried by the wall. Then the dragon came over on top of the wall, cleared the rubble off of Paulton so that he could have more words with him, and then Diath pulled Paulton up to his feet. So Paulton is standing nose to nose with this jumbo jet-sized red-scaled reptile.
Is there any way that I could, like, materialize in front of everyone?
Yeah, you could insert yourself into the conversation in that way, yes.
Is there any way I could insert myself into the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to just sort of gaseous cloud, make your way over there and kind of form up in front of the dragon, or do you want to like misty step in gaseous form in front of the dragon, or what?
Yeah, I would like to do that, like really fast, like I'm just gonna stand there for a second and just look at him and go, "Look, I know that you're a big bad blood dragon like you, and don't worry about the ring. I'm just telling you not to kill us right now, Cutter, because I'm gonna tell you that We're trying to save everyone, right? And there's treasure. There's treasure under here. We're trying to stop the soulmonger, which is a thing that's collecting souls, which means that people can't be resurrected anymore, which means that no one can make magical items anymore, which means that you can't get treasure anymore. So if we don't stop them, please don't kill us. If we don't stop it, then you won't get any more treasure. That's the dark chant, and I promise you, this is the truth. You can smell it. You can smell where the tomb is. And she pees herself a little.
Gaseous pee. All right. Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Involve treasure at least. He likes treasure.
Everything's fine.
Can Evelyn aid her persuasion by nodding heartily?
Oh my god.
No.
Darn.
26.
Okay.
Nice.
It says, I will give that some thought after the ring is given to me.
That's fine. Because she'd walk over to Paulton and be like, give me the ring. Or she looked back at Paulton and was like, hand it to me.
Yes. And at that moment, Strix, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
Okay. You see and detect nothing else.
All right.
And
I'm too busy crying.
you don't know where, as far as you know, Dragonbait and Waffles are still buried under the stone of the collapsed wall. You don't know where they are. It would be their turn now, but you don't hear or see anything. Paulton, what do you do when Strix says this and the dragon responds?
Oh, that's the question of the day, isn't it?
Yep. A lot of people tuning in this evening to find out what the answer to this question is.
Okay.
Including me.
So I am under the ring's control,
Yes.
and the ring has instructed me not to give it to the dragon.
Correct. And
Does
the reason you sense that the ring doesn't want to is because it believes that the dragon's will might be stronger than its, and it does not want to be controlled by a creature that mighty.
Okay. Now, does that prevent me from taking the ring off in general?
No, as long as you can keep it out of the dragon's hands.
Okay. So I'm going to, if I may, I'm going to look at the dragon. I'm going to say, all right, you want it? I'm going to take the ring off.
Okay.
Now, does taking it off and putting it on a different hand count as is that a free action or?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say, you want it? And I'm going to put it on the hand of hell.
Okay. Your severed hand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open a dimension door.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw the hand through it and say, go get it.
Okay. All right. As soon as the hand flies through the dimension door and then the dimension door just collapses, the dragon just goes like this, like it can't believe what you have just done.
I'm looking back at him just like, better go get it. Bye.
And, okay. Bag of nails. Oh, Paulton, do you want to do anything else? You're going to stand your ground? You're going to move? You're going to just basically stay where you are? Because all you've done basically is take an action to cast the spell and throw the hand through.
I'm terrified. Yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting to see.
Okay. All right. Bag of nails. When last we left you, you had jumped up onto the rope ladder.
Right.
And hadn't climbed up yet. And you're not sure what just sort of went on back there. You can just see the big posterior of the dragon and hear it talking to the party. At that point in time, bam! You slam into the wall of a ruined building as the ladder basically just takes you up against it. And then from above, hanging from the rigging, a gnome says, "Watch out!"
Okay, do I hold on?
Yes, yes. You sort of get the air knocked out of you for a second, but yes, you do hold on to the ladder.
Okay, I immediately assume these people are idiots, and I'll continue climbing the rope.
Okay.
Can I get into my action?
At the end of your action, you are on the deck of the ship.
So if I look around in a real quick perception check,
Yeah.
I mean, are these dudes legit, or are they sort of imbeciles?
Everything that make a wisdom insight check. Yeah, and if you don't have insight, it's just your wisdom bonus.
So 13.
Okay, you think that they're imbeciles, and there are only three. There are only three of them. There is a female elf on the wheel, which, if you look at the deck of the ship here, it's sort of between the harpoon gun and the fire furnace that provides the flame.
Sure, yeah.
And then there's a gnome hanging to the rigging on the side of the ship, very close to you right now. And then there's the tiefling who's standing behind the harpoon gun, which is now loaded. But
it's loaded.
They just finished loading the second harpoon in it last week. And you said last week that you wanted to be the one to fire it.
Yeah.
All right, so the tiefling just tells you it's ready to go.
That's amazing. So I have no idea that that the party below me has a chance to maybe escape this doomed fate. So I'm going to take the action I was hoping to take.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that harpoon right in this beast's back.
Okay, I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay. That may not be the greatest. Oh, that's not bad. 10. I got 3. I rolled a 3 and plus 7.
Okay, a 10 is just high enough to tell that even though the tiefling told you that it's locked, loaded, and ready to fire, that there is a locking latch that's in place that prevents it from turning, that you can basically remove or lift that latch with your foot. Had you failed the check, if you had tried to turn the harpoon gun, you wouldn't have been able to.
I think that may have been a better call because I think this is going to lead directly to my own demise. Pull the latch.
Okay.
And I'm best aim I possibly can, and I'm going to destroy this huge red beast, and in turn die in one fell swoop.
Okay. Make a d20 roll, and I will.
What am I adding to? What's this for? Is this to hit?
So the harpoon gun has a bonus to hit of +6, which you can add to the roll.
Okay, and then do I get any of my pluses? Because I'm badass with it.
That's actually true. I will let you use your longbow attack bonus, which is +12.
Oh, God. That's plus 18. I'm going to hit him. And I'm gonna
No, it would just be +12. You would use that instead of the harpoon plus.
Okay. That's fair enough. This is a good way to die. I think I start going through my history of my life, and I start immediately playing that last breath swing because I'm about to die.
Okay. Do you say any of that out loud, or is it all just in your head?
That's all in. I'm starting to mumble to myself in my senile way. So I just rolled the die. Can you see it?
Wait.
There.
Is that
what?
Is that 20? Ah!
That's a crit. That's God's honest crit.
All right.
Legit roll, and there's no better way to die than this moment.
Very good.
Oh my God!
Oh, this is it.
I would like you to roll 12 d10.
I just rolled a crit. You need to celebrate.
Yeah. Roll 12 d10 for the damage.
12 d10?
Yes, you do double damage on a crit.
Oh my God!
Okay. 9. Somebody count.
All right, so 9.
9. 1.
Okay.
6. How many is that?
That's 3.
9.
Okay, that's 4.
8.
That's 5.
6. Oh my God. 3.
Hang on.
7.
Okay, you're up to 49 damage right now.
7.
7 more. 56.
God, those are all real rolls. I swear on my daughter's
8.
eyeballs, those are all true rolls.
Excellent. So that's been, let's see, 4, 8, 9. That's 10 rolls. You have 2 more.
0, that's a 10.
10.
And a 1.
All right, you do 75 points of damage with that.
Yay!
So as the hand disappears through the door and the dragon sort of rears his head up and starts sniffing around, his nostrils flaring as he tries to basically catch the scent of where the ring and the hand have gone, a huge harpoon shoots and sticks right in the back of his skull.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I jump on the front of the boat and start screaming. My arms up like in Titanic.
All right, and as you do that, you notice that the tiefling standing next to you just backs away from you. All right, the dragon lets out a deafening roar, so loud that every creature in Omu and the nearby jungle can probably hear it. And that's Bag of Nails' turn. The Acquisition Inc. balloon crew, they're sort of stunned for a moment, and they don't know what to do next. Do you want to say anything to Bag of Nails? Yeah. Or are you totally caught up in your fugue?
I'll say plunge this thing into its back.
Excuse me.
The elf behind the wheel says, "Come again."
It is a great day today.
The gnome says, "He's crazy. He's insane. We can't do that. He's not our captain. Who's our captain?" And the tiefling says, "I'll be captain."
I'll yell. It's a command. Like,
okay. All right. I'll make a intimidation check for me on the sly. That would just be a charisma check for you. So you're +2.
2. So 12. So I got 14.
Okay. They're actually pretty feeble, so they're kind of intimidated by that.
I'll say we can end this creature. Dive this thing into its back. No!
I love that he's just going to ruin Omen's airship.
I know.
I love it.
Good. Ruin it.
That's gonna be the best.
Take it down.
Eat shit, Omen, run.
Suck it, Jerry.
The tiefling sort of braces himself against a railing. And he says, "Well, I always knew I was going to die this way." And Tweed is like, "Aye, aye, Captain," and looks at the elf. She seems to be, of the three, probably the most sensible. But as she looks past Bag of Nails toward the bowsprit, that nice sharp protrusion on the front of the vessel, and not wanting to catch the Catman's wrath, you see her move the wheel and make some lever adjustments that seems to take the ship on a downward trajectory.
Nice!
And the rest of the party hears, "Dive!" All right. This is funny. Klauth goes next.
Oh.
So did you just sort of throw the hand in a random direction as far out as you possibly could?
Yeah, it unfortunately needs to be within 120 feet because I still want to have my link to the hand. So,
got it. Okay.
But is there any way, like, I don't know, retroactively I could perceive like what a good like hiding place or somewhere that looked like it's like, okay, he has a good shot there?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's lots of tumble down ruins around, so the hand could be scuttling underneath a bunch of that for cover and basically staying out of line of sight. Oh boy. Klauth, almost like a gigantic 6,000-ton kitty cat, turns and goes bounding off in a direction. in that
Really wants
direction.
that ring.
Yeah, he really, really wants that ring. And as he turns, his tail just sort of flashes over you all and sort of follows him out off the ruin in that direction. Now, on the ground, he can move 40 feet as movement. So he's going to basically double move in the direction of the hand.
Time to go.
All right. And he will, oh wait, no, that's, no. He is going to start moving in that direction, and then he is going to look up at the airship coming in toward him, using his advanced situational awareness, and then the wands that are in his wingtip talons point up and fire together.
Oh no!
So the first thing that happens is a fireball streaks from one of the wands up toward the airship and detonates on deck.
Oh, God.
So Bag of Nails, make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't even think it matters. I rolled an 18, which is crazy, but plus 5, so 23.
Okay. That's really good.
Half. Remember, I took 82 damage on the front side.
You did. And I don't think, Holly, you put a death ward on Bag of Nails. Is that correct, to the best of your recollection?
I did not, no.
Okay.
He was way far away.
He was too far away, yep.
Started doing that business.
Okay, well, fortunately, the wand's save DC is much lower than the dragon's, so you only needed 15 to succeed. So you're going to take half damage from the fireball.
You have evasion.
I don't have evasion, although I feel like I should.
Let's see if you do have anything here. I don't think so. You're a ranger.
Oh yeah, you're both then.
Okay. I'm checking your spells, but I think you used up all your spells. All right.
I think that I'm excited to die right now, but I personally not. I'm very sad to be dead.
Who knows? Chris could roll all ones. Just give him a second.
All right. The tiefling failed his save. The gnome failed his save.
Those guys are dead.
And
yeah.
the elf succeeded on hers.
Still dead.
Oh, still dead, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do. So, the two who failed go up in flames. Oh, actually, the tiefling's got fire resistance, so he's only going to take half.
Still dead.
He is still dead.
He'll just have a body afterwards.
How
where
mad
the
do you
others
think
won't.
Omen's going to be?
Yes, so Hibner goes up in flames, shouting expletives as he dies. The gnome gets sort of blasted off the ship, and the rest of the party can see this little flaming body just sort of falling off the ship and just sort of down into the soot.
Oh man.
Well, our body count's just going up.
You will end up taking 11 points of damage from that Bag of Nails.
Nice! And there's a chance.
All right, and then the second wand goes off simultaneously, and it is a stroke of lightning that targets not you, but the harpoon gun. But you are close enough to the metal harpoon gun to be electrocuted, so I would like you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
It just went behind my... I rolled a 13, so
Okay.
18.
All right, so you're going to take half damage, which is half of just the residual damage. You're going to take 3 points of lightning damage.
Oh, nice.
Your harpoon gun, as it's hit by the lightning, you just see its casing kind of crack open and it explodes into a million shards.
Okay. Great. Amazing. They'll sing about this in song. Ready for eons past.
We'll definitely hum about it.
All right, and that's the end of Klaus' turn. Evelyn.
For a character who wants to die, you've certainly lived a long time.
Yeah, at this point, just jump on Klaus's back and bite him.
Yeah.
It's coming.
All right, and as the rest of you can see, the airship is tilting down its huge, long bowsprit, aiming down toward the dragon, and there's smoke and fire coming off of it as it descends, with the screaming cat at the front. And then, Evelyn, you are up. You see the dragon go off after what you assume to be Paulton's severed hand.
Evelyn was already in the process of like making sure everyone was okay after the wall collapse. And so she had one by one like accounted for everybody except for Waffles. So she's like, she grabs Strix's arm and is like, help me fight Waffles. And she starts digging.
Okay.
And dragon bait.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I would like you to make a perception check to see if you're digging in the right place. To use a Raiders of the Lost Ark line.
But that's why I asked. That's why I asked Strix, because she has such good perception.
Yep.
I can
So
help.
can she help
So
me?
I would give you advantage on the check if you could smell Dragonborn, but you can't.
No, I'm not looking for dragon bait. I'm looking
I know.
for Waffles.
Well,
Can
they're
I
together.
can't smell anything.
You
huh?
can't smell anything.
But that's why I asked for. That's why
but-
I asked for help.
But gaseous Strix, you can also make a perception check.
All right, I'm solid now. So.
Oh, okay. Solid Strix.
Oh wow. Okay. Jeez. 21.
Okay. You think that you can hear Waffles underneath the rubble, and coming from the same general place, and both Dragonbait and Waffles were very close together when they were buried. You can also hear, or I should say smell, a strong scent of ham.
All right. All right. I'm like, I'll point to where Waffles is and send Evelyn because she's stronger.
Yeah.
Just be like, Waffles that way. And I'm like, ham this way. Where the ham's
She's
coming
basically
from.
pointing in the same place.
Okay, good.
and
Waffles
Evelyn-
and ham.
Evelyn, just make a strength athletics check for me to determine
I'm good at those.
how well you dig through this.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you start to just throw huge chunks of stone left, right, everywhere else. And as you remove one stone, you see Dragonbait's arm still holding his sword that had been sort of pinned down under the stone is sort of free and starts to sort of move around. And
Oh, yay.
and you clear out enough now that you can actually kind of make out the growls of the Waffles coming up
Oh,
from
she's
below.
so mad.
Based on
And this looks really cool because Evelyn's really strong. So
Yeah.
she's like hefting these huge pieces of rock. She's like, my baby, where is she?
yes,
Waffle.
throwing rocks hither and thither.
My baby.
All right, Strix and Diath, make another perception check for me.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Don't worry. I got this. 23.
That's good. All right. Diath, you can see closing in around the wreckage of the wall, sort of closing in around your position, are what appear to be dozens of serpents.
Never ends.
Yeah.
Come on.
Obviously drawn here not only by the collapsed wall, but by the dragon's loud bellow.
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
And it is your
Wouldn't
turn.
they be scared away by the dragon's bellow?
They're hoping they can slip under the radar.
Well, they did.
Goddamn snakes do not have their priorities straight.
Yeah, but you are up, Diath.
All right. How close are these snakes to us?
They are about 30 feet away and closing, making their way across the ground.
Is it like just like a huge group of them coming at us, or like
Yeah, there you can see basically like a half dozen coming from this side, and then like another half dozen coming from another angle.
Are they coming in
And they're-
such a direction that's going to like impede our progress to the end of this labyrinth?
Some of them are, yes. There are 3 between you, the direction you want to go, and they are, and then the others are kind of like coming out of broken walls or underneath other areas, but they're all sort of converging on your location.
All right. Okay. I'll tell Evelyn just to keep getting them out of there, and then GF will kind of like start hopping down the rocks and kind of running his way towards where we're trying to get to this entire friggin' time.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it seems like there's 3 directly impeding us, and like the other 9 are kind of like elsewhere.
Yep.
Okay. I take the small horn out of one of my belt pouches.
Okay.
And then do I think I could get the larger group, all of them? Like, are they close by? I think I could probably get all of them within the horns blast.
You think with the size of the horns blast, you could get about 6 of them in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that just to hold them off, or at least spook them.
All right.
So yeah, I'm going to take out, I have this little horn.
Yeah.
And then just like kind of close my eyes and just...
When you do that, it emits a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone, audible up to 600 feet away, and they have to make some Constitution saving throws.
Also, Chris, I forgot my aura of vitality.
Oh, okay.
So you can heal someone?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there somebody you want to take care of with that?
Strix was kind of the worst for wear, wasn't she? She took some damage.
Yeah.
22 hit points left.
Okay, yeah, I definitely heal Strix. So you get 5, Holly. Sorry.
Yay!
And also, Diath, I need you to roll percentile dice for me, or if you prefer, just roll a d10.
I'm going to go percentile.
Okay.
Because I know what this means.
Yeah.
And I'm real scared.
There's always a chance the horn may explode.
Oh, 94.
Okay, it does not explode.
Yeah. Okay.
And, all right, roll 5d6 thunder damage
Okay.
as you blast these snakes and they go flying back.
5d6?
5d6.
All right. Here come the ones, baby! There's none. Hooray! 23 total.
Oh, ow. Okay.
Yeah, suck it, snakes.
Would the rest of us be caught in that, or?
No, I moved away from
Yeah,
the group.
he aimed it away from you, so the cone did not catch any of you. All right. 2 of them look like they took a pile of damage, and 3 of them look like they took half damage.
And then is this a knock away or deafen?
They're deafened.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're deafened snakes. All right.
So then they see Dieth go.
That's right. Strix, what do you do? That airship is getting closer.
We are getting out of here.
Closer to the dragon. Well, actually, because the dragon has moved, the airship is actually going into just like you guys.
Oh my god! Well, I have to wait, what? It's just coming towards us?
It's coming towards Strix and Paulton and Evelyn right now.
Bag of nails, take the wheel!
Well, I have to help get Dragonbait and Waffles out. So, what can I do? I'm not strong.
You can lift
Okay, I got it.
You can lift 10-pound pebbles with your mage hand.
You just take care of them. You
No,
take care
I
of
can't.
them.
No, I'm not leaving everyone. That's a terrible idea. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Can I sense where Waffles is?
Mm-hmm.
Could I try and polymorph her into like a tiny lizard?
I think you have to be able to see her.
Okay. So I was like, come on, you can get. All right. Well, I'm just gonna help Evelyn dig. I'm not gonna leave them.
Okay. Make a
So-
strength athletics check.
Here I go. Oh, that's not bad. I got a
Did you
18.
hear that laugh? That was
I got an 18.
Excellent. You're able to actually lift stuff out, and
Yay!
you're
Oh,
sort
she
of
has that like mother adrenaline.
yes. That Evelyn, that's exactly how you read it. You can't believe that Strix is moving some of these big stones out by herself, but she is, and yeah, no end to the surprises.
She's just going, no one's dying, no one's
And
dying.
as
no
you
one's
sort of look
dying."
over your shoulder, you see this burning ship coming down upon you.
And then she just looks up at the ship and she's like, oh, they're going to be so mad.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right, the Yuan-Ti. The ones that you blast, Dieth.
Yeah. Run.
2 of them sort of slip away through walls and disappear from sight.
Good.
The other 3 turn into their normal selves. Now, 2 of them look like snake-headed women. And they've got bows and they've got scimitars. The 3rd one is more human than that. He looks like just a man. He is not wearing armor. He's wearing basically just a loincloth, but his scales are jet black and have almost like an iron-like quality to them. Like his skin itself is a malleable suit of armor that encases him. And you can see these sort of yellow slit eyes under his dark, scaly brow. And he looks like a human, but a different kind of Yuan-Ti, a more human type of Yuan-Ti.
Not one that I've encountered before.
You have never encountered quite anything like this before.
Great.
And transforming was basically their action, so they can't do anything else, these 3 who are now confronting you. And they're about 20 feet away from you. The other thing you notice about the one with the black scales is that he is wearing this sort of golden collar that looks like some sort of either religious or ceremonial piece of jewelry. It looks quite old. It's got gems embedded in it, and it looks like an ancient piece of ceremonial jewelry, probably given to him by somebody important.
Take it.
I'm just really afraid. They're like, we're here to help.
All right, as the dragon lumbers toward where it believes the hand has gone, more of those little vegetable people leap out of bushes and accost the dragon with spears and just sort of stab it. And then you see 3 or 4 creatures that made out of the same vegetable-like matter, but instead of being little tiny people with little veggie top knots, they look like dogs. And they basically lunge onto the dragon's flanks and back and start to try to tear through its scales with their teeth, maybe?
Yay!
They don't seem to be having a tremendous amount of effect other than annoying the dragon.
Get annoyed.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They're territorial.
Yes. And then Paulton, you see the dragon lumber off in the direction you discarded the hand. What do you do?
Okay.
Evelyn and Strix are busy digging Waffles out nearby.
So, like, after the hand's gone through and dragon starts right away, I'm like, huh.
And you're about to be impaled on the bowsprit of a gigantic airship.
This is so bad.
It's like, huh. Did not think this far ahead. Where's Dieth?
You look over your shoulder and you see Dieth has run down the pile of stone. He blasted his horn, which you heard clear as day, and is facing off against 3 Yuan-Ti, all of whom seem to have taken damage from that horn of his.
I'm just going to call out to him really quick. Like, Dieth, you're smart. Any ideas? I didn't think we'd get this far.
Either get them out or clear the way.
Get them out, clear the way. Get them out, clear the way. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this ship is heading straight toward us.
Yeah.
Do I have like a rough guesstimate of how long? Like, is it like about to hit, or is it like, oh, that's coming, we should probably do something
At the
about that
rate it's descending, it could hit you momentarily. The wild card is the tabaxi on the deck. We don't know what he's going to do, if anything, as the ship is going down, and he's going down with it. It's just nosediving for you.
Who is okay? So who's like pretty close to me?
Strix and Evelyn.
And how
And
and how far are they?
They're like 10 feet away. And Simon is right next to you.
Okay. So right now it feels like the priority is, oh God, there's a ship that's going to crash into us, do something.
Yeah, it's about 6 seconds away from running you through.
Okay. Can I throw up a hut to try and protect everyone nearby?
You can, if you have the spell. Yep.
Yep. Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
A waffle... A magical dome of energy encompasses Paulton, Simon, Evelyn, and Strix on top of this mound of collapsed rubble.
And it's like a very Strix-like reaction. Like I see the ship, I'm just like, ah!
Yeah. So it comes out all around you. Now, Paulton, you have the ability to dim this thing so that it's sort of, you can't see out. Yeah.
Don't look at it.
I'm going to make it, I want to make it like as clear as possible.
Okay.
So I can be like, I want to see what happens.
Okay.
I want to know if this works.
So, bag of nails, as this ship is irrevocably plunging toward the ground and the city below, you see this dome of energy spring up around your new companions, which you assume is some sort of protective effect. You don't know what the ship of this size is going to do, but what would you like to do? You are right on the bow, as you said. The dragon has sort of run off in a direction.
Okay. So I don't feel like I can save this boat at this point, right? This thing's going down no matter what.
You're not sure.
Okay.
You might have a better idea if you were like near the wheel, where the wheel and the levers are.
Not really my specialty, flying a balloon boat, but I'm gonna flip back there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to save, more or less. The idea is that I want to save this instrument of battle so I can still attack the dragon.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull it up, and whatever lever he hit to go down, I'm going to kick it the other way.
All right. You do see the blackened, charred corpse of the elven woman kind of still clutching onto the wheel when you get there. So you just sort of pry her charred fingers off of the wood and cast her aside and sort of crank back on the lever. Now you do, given your current options, you think, 1, you could crash into your party. 2, you could try to veer the ship off and still continue on its trajectory, hit the dragon, or you can do as you said, which is pull the ship up. It's pretty easy. The lever, you crank it, and the nose starts to angle upward instead of downward.
Okay. I'm the only one alive on the ship, correct?
Correct.
Can I do do I feel like I have the ability to fly this thing? Because as close as I am to the ground, it's a pretty good time to flip off.
Yeah, how hard could it be?
Right? I mean, I'm a cat. They never land anything else up their feet.
Yeah. All right. So as you pull the lever back and the nose comes up, Paulton, you realize that the ship is no longer in any danger of colliding with you or the party.
Damn it.
And it just sort of it passes over you. You see its giant skids. One of them just sort of brushes up against the top of the dome as it scrapes by.
We did it.
So, Chris, but looking at this, do I think I can fly it? I mean,
You think it's pretty easy. Now, it looks that way because the wheel basically controls the direction. The lever gives you lift or whatnot. You don't think it's that hard a problem. It can't be that hard. These 3 morons were doing it.
okay. Then I'm going to crank this baby around and try to ram the backside of that dragon.
All right.
And I'll give...
So the ship is now directly above the rest of the party, turning on its horizontal axis in the direction of the dragon. And you hear the "ay, from the top.
I'll stick my face over the side and I'll say, "Sing of me in song." And I'll go driving towards the dragon.
Okay. All right.
Do a barrel roll.
Nate, roll a d20 for me. This is for the hand. I'm having it make a stealth check.
Am I adding anything to this too?
Okay. Yes, but it won't make any difference.
I mean, this 40.
All right.
It's fine. It's small. It's skittering.
So the dragon just sort of pounces on it like a cat
No!
with its 2 claws and chuckles to itself.
And then it crawls out.
I have it. It's mine. It's mine. Finally.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is it the hand's turn?
Nope.
Okay.
On Clouth's turn, he doesn't do much else except cackle at pinning down, or you can't see where the hand is. It's too small and too lost in the rubble. You only get Clouth's read on the situation. But it is at that point when a large chunk of stone comes flying through the air and tries to strike the dragon, and in fact does hit it right in the side of its head.
Oh.
Lol.
Since Evelyn and Strix are digging, I'll let Paulton and Bag of Nails make a perception check to see if they see where this rock came from.
19
Nice.
plus. Yeah, it's good. Plus 7, I think. So 26.
18.
Both of you see through the ashen rubble, approaching the dragon, are 3 frost giants.
No.
Jesus Christ!
Did they follow us?
And the lead one is a big, towering, 24, 25-foot tall female giant with a rusted helm with this sort of white dragon fin coming off the top of it. And she's clutching something that looks like a big necklace around her neck. And she says, Andele Ringen. And the other 2 beside her are both males, equally humongous. One of them has a chunk of looks like the top of an obelisk that he's preparing to throw, and he just heaves it at the dragon's head, hitting the dragon again. So both of their chunks of stone just wallop the dragon, and it's sort of stunned momentarily by the strikes. And one of the giants shouts to his companions, Da Vorwand! Do any of you speak giant?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Matt, have we mentioned that we had a lot of unfinished business? A few skeletons in our closet, if you will.
I mean,
Yeah.
welcome to Storm King's Thunder.
Yeah.
And I'm start looking around for Strahd. Is Strahd coming too?
Yeah.
Great.
The female giant shouts at the dragon. She just absolutely barks at the top of her lungs. Dogor Eka Horsamheist!
Oh, that's amazing.
And the dragon says, You're too late. Ice Witch. She says, You will not freeze the world on my watch. And then it is Evelyn's turn.
Oh my God.
Evelyn,
Oh, great.
you want to make another strength check?
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
So who else wants this thing?
Anyone? Any takers?
Okay, hello?
Yeah.
It's up for grabs.
16.
You pull off enough rubble now that dragon bait can basically climb out. And you can see that he has sort of been bodily keeping a lot of the rocks from falling onto Waffles. And you see Waffles' head just sort of boop, poke up through a big hole, and it just sort of unfluffs itself in front of you.
Dragon bait is the best.
I give Dragonbait a huge hug and like a kiss on the cheek.
All right.
And I don't say anything to him because he never says anything to me, and no one's ever mentioned that he communicates via smell to me. So I just think he's mute, and I don't understand why I can't understand him. But I just like share a silent look with him because I think that's how he communicates, and then I go and I like kiss Waffles all over the face and keep trying to dig her out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. DF, you've got the three Yuan-Ti staring you down.
And all this is going on behind me.
You hear giant voices behind you.
Jesus Christ. And the Yuan-Ti still look like, we better get this. They're not like, oh shit, we better stop the ice giants or the dragon or anything.
No.
Great. God damn it. Well, they seem plenty distracted. So, is there a way I can give this horn another toot and hit as many Yuan-Ti as possible?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, you just use an action and blurp, there it goes. Yep. Go ahead and make another, percentile check to see how the horn.
First?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll make the saving throws for these guys.
Okay. It's pretty high, 77.
Very good. Okay, so the horn is fine. And roll your damage, 5d6.
Just get out of the way.
This time they know it's coming. They kind of try to brace themselves as best they can. However, they all failed their save.
Now this one isn't nearly as good. This one is 15 damage.
Okay. All right. So they aren't. They are all deafened. Okay. And do you want to move at all, or are you going to stand your ground and keep these guys from getting to your friends?
What's the current situation of the rest of my party?
So you see the Waffle Hut, a transparent dome scintillating on top of the rubble pile. You can see Dragonbait is now out of the rubble. You can see him perfectly clearly. He's standing next to Evelyn. She's hugging him. And you can hear the big ball of fur that is Waffles, and see Strix pulling more stones away from the owlbear to clear a path that she can escape on her own.
Okay. So
and there's a gigantic ship that has turned to face the dragon and is beginning to move off in that direction with all due haste.
Great. Who's actually inside the hut?
Paulton, Evelyn, Strix, Dragonbait, and Waffles.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Great.
So they're all protected.
Built us a nice safe house.
They're
This
all
hut's
protected.
lit.
Yeah.
But Paulton popped that I was not inside, which means I cannot enter.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
I'll probably still use my movement to kind of retreat back to the hut to kind of get the rest of their attention.
Okay.
I would try to regroup everyone because we got to get going.
At this point in time, you can hear the dragon bellow randomly and says, "No! Where'd it go?"
Lol.
The two hits in the head let the hand slip away.
Oh, the hand got away.
Yeah. So the dragon's trying to sniff the air again and figure out where it went.
Good boy, Andrew.
All right. Okay, Diath. I would like you to make 3 wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
Why though?
Oh.
My wisdom?
Your wisdom. The Yuan-Ti, one of them, the one with the sort of black armored skin says, "Surrender." And the other 2 say, "Come with us."
No.
Now I retreated back towards the Waffle Hut.
You sure did.
And would you say I'm pretty close to Evelyn?
Yes. With the barrier separating you.
So
That's
would
a saving
her
throw.
aura
+5.
help me out a
Yes. Yes, it would.
lot? Oh my god! Oh boy. Oh, I apologize in advance. All right, 3d20. Here we go.
Andrew loves you.
Okay, this is actually pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so 2 of them are a total of 19,
Okay.
and one of them is total 26.
Okay. You are able to resist their spells.
Nice. Nice.
Believe
but
in the lad of Lathander and you shall be saved.
But I like felt that like going through my brain. Not cool. Okay. Okay.
All right, and that's the Yuan-Ti's turn. Paulton.
So hand got away.
For now, yep.
Is it like coming towards me, or where did it scamper off to?
So it is scampering away from the dragon and away from the giants. So it's moving as far away from the giants as it can, kind of perpendicular to the dragon, and kind of on a, not on a direct course back to you, but it's kind of making its way, well, you can direct it, of course, because it's within your telepathic distance, but it doesn't want to bring the danger of the dragon back to you right away, so it's trying to put as much distance between all other creatures and it as possible.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's kind of moving erratically, trying to scuttle out of view by staying under stuff and in the weeds and under the ash and whatnot.
There's a really cute chase cam going with
yeah, exactly.
the entire way. It's very comedic.
Yep.
Paulton's just like assessing. He's like, this is snake people, and it's a dragon, giants, cat man driving a crossover ship. I'm like, wow, this is all a great setup for like a finale or something. That's interesting. Please hold. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Shoot.
Help.
I'm gonna... What?
Help.
Help. Oh, right. Diak needs help.
Hello, snakes. Taking over the brain.
But then the hut's gone, and then we're all in danger.
Oh, okay.
Look, greater good.
Diak's face pressed up against the wall of the hut.
I'm just pretending not. I'm pretending not to see it. Yeah, I'm just like. Could okay. So dimension door is only a one-way thing, right? Like I wouldn't be able.
So I believe you have to. Let me just double check the spell description here.
I think it's like the entrance has to be where I am, and I can only make an exit.
Right.
Man.
Yes.
That would have been cool. Okay. I'm going to telepathically communicate to my hand to be super sneaky.
Okay.
Just like seriously, dude. Like just bury yourself.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot, there's no way to get Dia. There's not like a consent door. I can be like, well, he's okay. Like I can tell like the bouncers, like just be like, no, he's fine. He's with us and he can't get in the hut.
We gotta go, dude. We can't stay.
Time to make a leave.
All right. I'm gonna tell everyone, it's like, all right, hut's going down. We gotta go. And I'm going to dispel the hut, and then we gotta make our way.
Okay. You take Simon and make your way down the mound of rubble. And there are 3 Yuan-Ti standing between you and your path. You haven't technically taken an action yet. You just ended your concentration on the...
I've already blasted them twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 snake-headed ones with bows and scimitars, and then there's the black-skinned human with the golden circlet around his neck.
Do they look relatively beat up, or are they standing pretty strong?
The black-scaled human seems to be more resilient than the other 2. He doesn't look as bothered by the damage he's taken so far, but they've all been hurt.
Okay, can I try to Crown of Madness on the black-skinned one?
You sure can.
Cool.
All right.
That's not one to cast at higher spells, right? Spell levels.
It won't change the DC.
Okay.
But
well, then disregard.
Let's see what it does. No. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but it does have to make a wisdom saving throw, and it is... It rolled a 13 on its save, which is not enough. So a crown of madness appears over his head.
Just so then, just as we're passing, it just lands. I'm just like, I just tell him to go for either one of its friends.
Okay.
Just like, take your pick.
All right. So on its turn, it will start beating up its friends. And next up is Bag of Nails.
So, Chris, how far away am I from the backside of this dragon?
How far away would you like to be?
Well, I think Matt would like to be very far, but I think the dragon nails really close.
Okay. You can be as close to the dragon when your turn ends as you desire.
Okay, how about this? Can I, on this round, shoot a harpoon, and then the next round, if he chooses to attack me, I'll be dead. But if he chooses not to and attack the giants, I can ram him. That's what I want to do.
The harpoon has been destroyed.
Oh, that's right.
Or damaged. It hasn't been destroyed. It can be repaired, you think, but it got zapped by the lightning.
Yeah, right this second, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on trying to die.
There is, however, on the aft of the ship, a giant crossbow.
Okay. I don't think that's glorious enough, so
Okay.
I'm going to ram the front side of the boat into the back side of the dragon.
All right. So you're going to spear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really against my human nature to die, but I'm going to ram the shit out of him.
Okay. Yes. He knows you're coming, so make a airship attack.
Ram the ship out of him.
Ram the ship. Nice. Nice.
God damn it.
All right.
Okay. Very
I rolled
good.
a 15. What am I adding?
Just roll. This is an improvised weapon for you.
15.
So it will be 15 plus your dexterity modifier.
That's nice. I'll take a 20.
Okay. All right. So as you dive toward the dragon, intending to spear it through the back, it moves in such a way, very cat-like in fact, that you just sort of glide off of it. You do not pierce its armored scales, and it just sort of shifts to one side, and your ship kind of hits it, and then kind of bounces off.
And my move action, I'm going to jump on its back.
All right. You leap onto the dragon. I'll just have you make a...
He's actually going to bite him.
He's going to bite him.
He's going to do it.
Just make an athletics check to see how graceful a jump it is for you.
It's a 3. It's a 3. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
It's 8.
All right.
I tried really hard.
Okay. You sort of go tumbling down. You're trying to jump onto the middle of his back, his neck, his head, where?
Well, I think it's hard to say because I was trying to go into his back, into like the center of mass.
Okay.
So hitting that, so I guess I'm trying to get on his back.
Okay.
Like,
yes.
middle.
Yeah, you succeed. You just don't land very well, and that basically ends your turn as you just try to cling on to the horned frills and things on his back.
Chris, as I'm on his back, I smile and think of my ancestors.
Okay. They're not too far. They're not too far away now.
I'm coming from. Today I will be next to you hunting in the Badlands.
All right. It is the dragon's turn. As the ship just sort of drifts off in a certain random direction, the dragon says, "You are really starting to annoy me."
Think of the giants so close by.
And then
It just rolls on its back on all fours like a dog and just comes back and forth.
yeah, you see that's exactly what it does. It essentially just rolls on the ground, trying to crush you under its weight.
But it's pretty cute, for a dragon.
Yeah, and because it's so big, you just hear all the sort of the ruins and broken stone crunch and get crushed to powder under its tumbling body. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That expose it to the giants. Isn't that a bad tactical decision?
No, because as soon as he is done his roll and is back on his feet, he breathes fire right into the giants.
They're dead.
All right, what am I rolling? A dex save?
A dex save.
Come Come on, bro. Keep alive. But die. Okay, 11. So 11 plus 5, 16.
Okay, you manage to hang on and not take any damage as he tumbles. When you come back up, you're still on top of the dragon. Then you see this huge blast of flame engulf the 3 fire giants.
Talk about 9 lives, am I right?
I'm going to take
Much to Bag of Nails' dismay.
And I'm going to have average damage. I'm not going to roll all the damage for these guys. So all 3 giants are hit by the flame. I will make saving throws for each of them. They suck at this. Oh, okay, no. They all get the full brunt of the flame, and when the flame passes, they are all still standing.
Nice.
Good.
But badly, 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 badly burned.
Oh,
No, don't feel pity for them.
oh right. Temporary friends.
And
Friends of convenience.
yes, the 2 males who had sort of big frosty beards, their beards are mostly sort of burned off now. Their faces blackened, smoke coming off of their hide and piecemeal armor, and their leader, she basically points toward the dragon and orders her 2 henchmen to rear their big axes and charge it. As these 2 giants run forth with their axes and attempt to hit, they make 2 great axe attacks each. One of them crits the dragon on 1 hit, and another one crits the dragon on 1 hit.
Sick.
Nice.
So the dragon takes 50 points of damage from 1 axe and 50 points of damage from another axe.
This is actually getting to be a lot of damage on Cloud.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a
yes.
What if we kill a dragon?
Oh my gosh, guys, we're so good.
We didn't do it.
Maybe we should
Totally
turn
did
around.
it. It was us. We
No.
did it.
We might be able.
Evelyn, focus.
And then the female frost giant, she clutches this talisman, which looks like sort of a blood-colored stone on a chain around her neck, and she says to herself, "Forade," and she's looking around and sort of stomping around the battlefield, looking toward the ground. And Paulton, you see her kind of, even though she's burnt and charred, she seems to just ignore the horrible pain that this dragon's breath must have done to her, and she's stomping in the direction of your hand.
God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, run, buddy.
And she's got a good stride, so she's moving faster than your hand at present, and determined and guided by some supernatural divine insight.
You obviously got to get that necklace.
Evelyn?
Take it away.
Waffles comes out of its hole, and no worse for wear, all told.
Good.
Just covered with what appears to be a fine gray dust.
Brush some off.
That's good for you. Yeah.
When she shakes, this huge cloud of feathers and dust just sort of surrounds all of you.
Aw, what a good girl. So the general consensus I'm getting from everyone is that it's time to leave.
That would be Dieth's opinion when last
If we
he
can
spoke.
just get underground. In the tube, that's all we need.
But we don't. Okay, so I turn to everyone and I'm like, do we want to let the giant get the ring? That seems like a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let them fight over the ring. Or, I don't know. Let them fight over the ring. Or Paulton will somehow, knowing him, get it back here.
Working on it.
So, I don't know what to do.
Run!
I'm not going to run without everyone. I don't know my way into the dungeon. I have to follow Dieth.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty much all together at the moment,
Yeah.
with the exception of Bag of Nails, who
There are
you see
two
has done something.
non-crowned of madness snake people.
There are.
Oh, I know what to do with my action. I'm going to heal up Strix. I'm
Okay.
going to lay on. I'm going to go up to her and be like, I was just so worried about you, and just lay on Hug.
Okay. All right.
Rub her back a little.
Roll some hit points.
Oh, I don't have to. I just get to
Oh,
tell her.
that's
and then-
right. It's lay on hands. Never mind. Yep.
You
Yeah.
must enjoy the hugs more now because you can't smell her.
No, not at all. Yeah, so you said you needed a lot, right?
Well, I was at about half. I'm still at about half.
You only have like 50 total?
I have 44 now, thanks to the death.
All right, I guess I just give you 20.
All right.
Thank you.
That's juicy.
Yeah.
Okay. And DF, what would you like to do? Sneak men.
All right, so the two Yanti that aren't confused,
Yep.
Does it look like they are completely distracted by their ensorcelled?
Not
leader?
yet, because he hasn't attacked yet, and they're not familiar with the spell, so they don't know it's coming yet.
Okay. From where I am, does it seem like the weaponry that they have familiar-looking poisons, like we saw back at the marketplace in Port Nyan? Oh.
Yes.
I also forgot my radiant thing again. Sorry.
Okay. So.
Do you want to radiant someone?
Yeah.
Or a vitality. Is Paulton hurt at all?
I mean, I'm at like 12 HP.
Okay, so yes.
So a little bit.
So you can have 4.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So DF.
All right. Damn it. Okay. I guess the crown of madness is like a physical thing that appears above.
Yeah, there's
the
like
head,
this
right? So-
weird sort of scintillating iron crown.
Okay, so I could tell that Paulton
Yep.
has like
Yep.
messed him up. Perfect. That's what I'm counting on. All right, so then I'll use that horn away, switch to gutter, and then engage one of the Yanti bowmen.
Okay.
Just to help finish her off, and at the same time, kind of directing to the party that get through them. We're going this way, etc. I'll catch up. I'm fast if I have to or whatever. But
Okay.
I'm just trying to, because I don't want her shooting any poison into anyone and paralyzing anyone.
Okay.
So I guess just an attack roll.
All right. Have at it.
All right. Yay! All pretty good. And it's like a leap, spitting slash from the rocks.
Okay.
Rolling a 26.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, you hit.
Great. And 11 damage.
Okay, excellent. And as soon as you're done, Strix, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna fireball these snakes.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate them. I'm trying to make a path for us to escape, like just through the forest, like.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Okay.
They hate this.
They hate God. I'm glad. They should. Those
And your fireball is big enough that you can get them all.
all of them. Okay, 30.
Ow. Okay, well then. The one that you just hit, DF, is incinerated by the fireball.
Yes.
Are you trying to hit the one who is ensorcelled by the crown of madness?
You know what? No.
Okay.
I'm not going to hit that one.
All right.
I'm just going to let that one do its due
All
diligence.
right. Then, as soon as you're done, a dragon bait will stride forth and attempt to finish off one of the ones that DF hasn't attacked yet.
Yeah, what a badass.
He will go over and he will hit it twice. And he will murder it.
Ooh. Thanks, Dragon Bait.
So, with that in mind, it is now Waffles' turn. Waffles wants to go and eat a snake.
Yeah, good girl.
Anyone want to stop her? All right.
Get him.
She'll go over and pounce on some snakes and try to eat one up. Oh, she hits it twice. And she gets that snake in her beak and chomps it up into little bits and swallows it. And as she does, the Yuan-Ti kind of changes back into its... Actually, do Yuan-Ti change back when they die? Oh, no, it doesn't change if it dies. So she consumes it as a snake, and down it goes.
Nummy treats, nummy treats.
Seems very, very happy about that. And the one who's got the Crown of Madness, since the other two who had reverted to the Yuan-Ti form have died, he just goes around and starts hacking at snakes on the ground.
Great. Perfect. Yes.
All right.
That's our window.
Yeah.
Everyone got to move.
That is a wide open window. And so he goes around and starts murdering his snake companions. And that will bring us to the Yuan-Ti start to flee from him in their snaky forms. Those that are badly scarred, badly burned by Strix's flames, but still alive. So Paulton, you see your crazy, deranged Crown of Madness guy going around murdering snakes on the ground with his sword while they try to run away from him in terror. That seems to have cleared a path in the direction that Dieth wants you all to veer off into. At the same time, you can sense that your hand is about 90 feet away.
Okay.
And trying to do exactly what you told it to, which is to be stealthy, lie low, bury itself, whatever.
How many charges are on the ring? Is there one left?
I believe you have 2, because you used a cone of cold against the dragon, and that was the last time you used it. So there are 2 charges on the ring left.
Right. That was an interesting choice in retrospect. So, Chris Perkins, question.
Yes.
Can the hand use the ring?
Heck yeah, it's your hand.
I will say, yeah, because it's telepathically connected to you, you can basically use the ring remotely with the hand.
Okay. I want to use a charge to make a sleet storm so that it's slippery terrain so the giants can't get to it and it can catch up to us.
Oh, okay. So basically creating the storm between you and the giants to hinder their ability to follow you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So those of you who can sort of looking off in the direction of the other chaos going on in the city can see just the weather change in the vicinity and this sleet start to fall from the sky.
Controlling the weather is pretty impressive. Evelyn is very impressed.
Yeah. Okay.
This is insane.
And then Paulton just sort of books along with the rest of the party. Bag of nails. You are on the dragon's back. There are 2 giants right up to the dragon, smashing it with their gigantic axes. And you're on its back. And the boat, the unattended ship is just kind of going off in a random direction just over the ground. It'll probably eventually hit some ruin or building in the city if it just keeps going in that direction, but who knows? It's unpiloted right now.
How do I feel like it's a double move to get to that rope?
The ship rope?
Yeah.
So here's the interesting thing. It's still dragging that ladder. So like the ladder is just sort of dragging on the ground behind the dragon right now.
So I'm on the dragon, right?
Yes, you are.
Its back.
Yes, you are. And it looks like it would be, it's not even sure that you're, well, it probably knows that you're still there, but the giants are obviously a more clear and present danger to it.
Do you have any sense of how damaged this dragon is? Not really, right?
You can sort of try, you can try to ascertain that with an insight check, or for you, a wisdom check, so you're +3 on the roll.
It's taken like a couple hundred.
Okay, you have no idea.
Okay, fair enough.
All you know is it's pretty hard.
Here's what I'm gonna take 2 shots on its back, point blank. I'm gonna flip off and use my move action to head back towards the party. Can I do that?
Sure, but when you look in that direction, you can see what appears to be an absolutely ferocious winter sleet storm that has sprung up out of nowhere.
Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay. Although it would be a great way to hide from a big red dragon. I don't have the hit points. I mean, I literally have 4 hit points. I mean, if I fall wrong and sprain my ankle, I'm dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
A great way to act.
Ow, my knee!
All right, but make your attack rolls. You got 2 attack rolls.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, with your +12, that's not going to be enough to get through its armor.
And a 13.
Okay, so that does 25. Pierce. The second attack does pierce its armor.
All right, so it's a sorry, I don't have my guy up in front of me. So that is a D8 +8. and he's injured, so it's an additional
Yes.
D8.
Correct.
So that's 8 plus 7 plus 4.
19.
So that's 19.
Excellent.
So that's my attack action. It
Yep.
doesn't drop?
Oh, no. No.
Oh, weird.
And I'm going to justify it like this. I see that, I see on the back of the floating vessel, I see the crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my action to flip off and go hustling towards that rope.
Okay.
And then get up, climb the rope, and then attack with the crossbow.
You'll be able to get to the rope and up onto the deck of the ship at the end of your turn.
Let me give you a dex roll for that jump off.
Oh, sure.
Crit. So I do it with incredible stuff.
Ooh.
Awesome. All right. Yes. So you skitter back to the ship and climb up onto its aft castle. And that brings us to the dragon and the giants. The dragon is going to see if it recharges its breath weapon. It does not.
Nice.
It is going to take one of its wands and detonate a fireball right around it. So it just, boom, plants one right at its feet, engulfing the two giants, and it would have engulfed you too, but you're gone.
Nice!
So giants have to make...
I wanted to die.
All right, the giants failed their saving throws, and so... All right, both of the giants are completely engulfed, and when the smoke clears, they are both still alive, but horribly, horribly, horribly burned at this point. The fireball wasn't big enough to get the female giant because she has wandered off to try to find the hand and the ring. And let's see. Then it is going to provoke attacks of opportunity, Klauth, as it moves away from the dragon by taking to the air. The giants will both take 2 swings, and they will. One of them is going to hit the dragon and give him another walloping blow. The dragon, you can tell, is bloodied.
Nice.
Shit.
Guys, we're gonna kill a dragon. Waffle
All right.
Crew killed a dragon.
He
Spread
has-
the word.
You told
Spread
him
the
about
word.
you told him about the soul monker, so he has got to be scared for his life at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, maybe a tiny bit.
And then, yeah, the
So I
dragon.
get that opportunity, even though it's sort of doesn't make sense, but I want one.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And
No attack of opportunity.
no attack of opportunity for you. You're too far away. And the dragon takes to the air and flies up about, I'm going to put him about 80 feet in the air. So he's got a good aerial view of pretty much everything around him. The Waffle Crew, because you guys are tucked in the walls of the palace, can't see the dragon even at that height.
It's probably better for us.
Yeah, that means
But
you
we
can't
could
see
kill
us.
But you
it.
can hear its wings beating.
We can fly. We can go stab it.
That's true.
Evil
You
Lynn.
could.
Stabby, stabby.
And
I
guess,
will literally kill you.
guess whose turn it is, Evelyn?
Holly will literally kill me in real life, actually.
That it is Evelyn's turn. Just saying.
Okay, is there still any danger from snake people?
Currently, that danger has been averted because the Crown of Madness. Oh, what's his face gets a saving throw against that, doesn't he? At the end of his turn, right? On subsequent turns, blah 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 blah. Also, you can make a Wisdom saving throw at the end of each of your turns to end the spell. So I forgot to do that. Is the Crown of Madness still in play? Answer is yes. He is still affected by the
Oh,
madness.
good.
Okay.
Cool.
Evelyn,
Can I?
so
Cool.
I,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, it's
No,
Evelyn's turn.
Evelyn is like reaching toward the dragon, like pointing, like, what if we just, could we? And I imagine that Dieth has her arms like, no, like pulling her back. So Evelyn just tries to start leaving with the party in the path that they've,
Okay.
but she's gonna, can she hold action just with her axe in case anyone comes near that she would just attack? Or no, if we're retreating, I can't do that, huh?
No.
Okay, so never mind then.
Do you still have your aura?
Yeah, and I heal Paulton again.
Okay.
You get 6 this time.
Yay!
Woot.
It doesn't last that long though, Chris. It lasts like a minute, I think. So
Okay,
maybe
let's
it's
say
probably
it's gone.
close to up.
Let's say it's gone now. So poof, it goes away. You all feel
Yeah,
little...
but the last one, I'm like, Achoo! And I just heal Paulton like 6 more,
Okay.
and then it's all gone.
Excellent. Dieth, Evelyn is following your path.
Good. Everyone, come on!
All right.
Double move. Get
All
us
right,
right back
yes.
to the path. Again, try to take the shortest path I think is possible, even if it means knocking down a wall, whatever it is.
Yep.
Whatever it to get inside this freaking tomb out of danger where they can't goddamn reach us.
Okay,
We're
you get
going.
You run, you double time it with all your party members, and you do reach a point where you do want to punch through a wall. What do you want to do to get around the wall?
You're pulling out that horn.
Smash it.
All right, blast the horn. Roll
It's awesome. Like I'm like sprinting towards it, and as I get close, I like hop up, pull out the horn, and like land on my knees. And
All right, roll a percentile dice to
Cool.
see how your horn fares.
Don't blow up.
please don't blow up.
Don't blow up, please.
Oh my god! Oh my god! 100.
Excellent. All right, so you blow the horn. A big blast hits the wall and just blows a huge 10-foot diameter hole into it. Debris flies back away from you, and it's just this perfect new archway that you've created. Well, not perfect, it's kind of odd shape, but you hop. Yes, once you do, you hop through, and your party members quickly follow.
Yeah, that was really scary because the 00 landed first, and
okay.
I just like tensed up. I was like, oh no.
You're like, here it comes.
Yeah.
All right. Strix, I assume you are following?
Yes, I'm also on my broom. I don't want to step on anything.
Okay.
I hate this place.
Yeah, okay. And Dragonbait and Waffles is following along too. Paulton, Simon, same?
Yes. So at this point, the hand can't really catch up because we're running, yeah.
Right, yes.
But does it move about as fast as we do?
Yeah, it's got a speed comparable to yours.
Okay, so I can at least feel that it's still like keeping the same distance and like just following us.
And is that what you wanted to do, is stay within your telepathic range and try to follow you?
Yeah, I can't leave the ring. I'm not allowed. So yes, it's gonna keep following us.
Okay.
Evelyn is like, by the way, as we're running, being like, but don't we want to finish it off? Like, he'll be real mad if he doesn't die. Maybe we just...
Evelyn, this is the only opportunity we'll get.
Question.
Hand over the mouth. Mage hand over Evelyn's mouth.
So the Crown of Madness is still in play?
So as you step through the hole that DF made in the wall, as a shortcut to get to your destination, once you get through that, you will no longer be able to tell. You'll be out of sight of the Crown of Madness wielding crazy guy.
Have I already crossed through, or am I like right up to it?
You're right up to it. You look back and you can see he's there whacking snakes on the ground with his sword.
Did I see if he has any like projectiles? Like, does he have an arrow or like crossbow or anything?
That's a very good question. Where's my book? Which one? He does have a short bow, yes. But he's not using it currently. He's using his greatsword.
Am I able to redirect him to try and attack the dragon?
Nice.
That's a good question.
Good one.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not sure if he's directable. Let me just double check the spell.
Okay. Because I know I can.
No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can totally send him off on a suicide mission.
You got it, man.
All right.
Be the hero of the story.
He'll stop killing his subordinates and go recharging after the dragon.
All right, guys. Good news. Snake Eyes on the dragon. Not sure what it'll do, but it's something.
All right. And then you step through the hole in the wall, and he disappears from sight. Bag of Nails. You climb up onto the back deck of the drifting ship, the unmanned vessel, and you mount onto the crossbow. You can see it's locked and loaded.
So I will bring her around because I feel like I'm going this way. The dragon's gone up.
Yeah. You can try to angle the crossbow up.
Yeah. I'll take 2 shots at the. Well, I get how many shots do I get? I get 2 on a normal turn.
You get 1 shot with the crossbow.
So it's 80 feet. So I'll take a shot with my bow.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the crossbow. All right.
You can only shoot. You can only shoot one weapon or the other.
Oh God damn.
Crossbow.
I'm gonna. Do I have a set? Because I don't really know how much. Because I had 2 shots with my bow and I'm badass.
Yeah.
Do I have a sense of how great this crossbow will be?
You've never shot it.
I hate you, CRISPR.
And now you are a member of the Waffle Crew.
Congratulations. You are now a member of the Waffle Crew.
That's the best.
Thing. How far away is he? 80 feet?
Yeah.
He's 80 feet up. How far away am I?
Up for simplicity, I'll say he's 80 feet away from you.
Okay, so the little triangle. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the crossbow.
Okay.
Because that's what DF wants me to do.
Yep.
Jerry wants me to do that. So I'm gonna shoot the crossbow. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
If you kill this dragon, this is going to be the most legendary guest.
I rolled a 15.
Achievement.
So plus 12
Okay.
is 20.
One moment, please. Just checking something.
And then let me just tell you what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
It's not gonna drop this dragon.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna grab the steering wheel, roll it around, and aim at its fucking belly. Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you fire. You fire the big crossbow, and then you jump over to the wheel
Yeah,
to turn
and
the ship
wheel it
around. Okay. Now,
But
first of all, you rolled a 15. You said.
Yeah, and a plus 12
Okay.
is with the basilisk.
All right. So the crossbow is plus 8. So 15 plus 8 is 23. His armor class is 22. So you did hit.
Nice.
The
Do you
cross.
still get Colossal Slayer on a crossbow? How does that?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but you didn't know this, but it's loaded with a arrow of dragon slaying.
No!
So I need you. Actually, I have to make a saving throw for the dragon. Actually, yeah, this might not work as expected. He's got.
That's gonna kill a dragon.
The dragon's got to
Oh
make
my
a Constitution
gosh.
saving throw.
Jared, I love you for mumbling. I never.
No problem, dude. That's what I'm here for. It's like the only thing I can do.
Okay. The dragon did save against it, so instead of doing just 3d10 points of damage, if it had failed its save, it would have taken an extra 6d10 points of damage, but it made it so it takes an extra 3d10 damage. So you do a total of 6d10 damage.
It's still a lot.
Yes.
That is a lot of damage.
Yes.
And then add a D8 for Colossal Slayer.
And then add a d8 for Colossal Slayer.
Colossal Slayer, because I feel like that's a good way to go. So I rolled a 7. I don't have to struggle. Everyone believes me. That's
Okay,
a
7.
So now I'm rolling the D10. How many D10s?
6d10.
Okay, you're counting, Jared.
Yep.
So 9, 3, 7. Reroll because it went off table. 2, 4, 6. That's funny.
That should be it.
9. That's
So,
it.
6d10, right?
Oh, take off the last 9, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn, I just lost track.
Reroll.
Sure. 7 plus. Okay, roll the 10. Roll 6 times.
All right, ready?
Yep.
6,
6,
3,
3,
8,
8,
9,
9. Nice.
6,
Wow.
8.
Okay, that's it. All right, so 9, 17, 26, 32, 40 extra points on top of your 7 is 47 points of damage.
Oh my god.
All right, when the arrow slices into the dragon, it lets out the most horrible wail you've ever heard. The dragon is not killed, but you think, based on the sound that it's making, it has never experienced any such sharp pain in its life. And
This is a great way to
yes.
die.
And as soon as it's
Wow.
hit, it sort of shocks it for a minute there that it almost forgets to fly. And then regains its senses and starts flying. But you see it just flies off like a scared British schoolchild.
Oh no.
So it just... And it's just screaming at the top of its lungs as it's flying away. Like it's got the...
Opportunity.
Bye, bitch.
So you hop over to the wheel and you start to turn this big ship around toward it and start to chase after it. As it goes.
It is a good day to die.
It is a good day to die.
Kill me, damn you!
And that's the end of Bag of Nails action. And the rest of the party, by the way, hears this horrible scream, and you're like, is it dead? Is the dragon dead? It sounds like a death scream.
You guys, we killed a dragon.
And then you sort of hear more flapping wings.
Dang.
And they get a little bit more faint.
I think he left.
And
I have no sense I'm going to catch him, right?
you think that the dragon will outpace you in this giant thing. Maybe there's a way to amp up the propeller in this thing, you don't know, but at the rate you're going, you're going to lose steady ground. But, you know, hunts are never easy.
Right. I'm after.
Yeah. And Waffle Crew, you are making your way along, Evelyn, Diaz, Strix, Paulton and company. Paulton, you sense, oh, I have to make a check for her, that your hand has stopped following you, and you realize telepathically that's because the frost giantess is standing in the middle of the sleet storm with the hand in her clutches.
Oh.
And I'm still under the hands, or I'm still under the ring's control.
That's correct. So you stop running.
I stop running.
All right. The rest of the party moves ahead of you. Diath, as you glance back and whatnot, as you all glance back, you see that Paulton has no longer following the rest of you.
Paulton, come on!
They got the ring! All right, see ya.
No!
And then he
Evelyn
runs back the other
him.
direction. Yeah.
No, Evelyn runs after him. She tries to tackle him.
All right. Yeah, Evelyn, when your turn comes around, you've got, well, Paulton, what's your speed?
That's a good question.
I think it's 30 feet, right? Yeah.
Probably.
If you're running across the ground, it's 30 feet.
Yep.
All right. Yep, it is. And your flying speed, Evelyn, is 30 feet. So you can chase after him.
We're all chasing after him. Come on. We're not leaving him behind.
No, Strix is like, no, we'll just pick him up. You can pick him up. It's fine. You're strong. Let's go.
Was it my, wait, was that actually my turn? Or
Yeah,
did
you
it-
said it, on your turn, everybody was basically following the same course of action until you realized something was wrong, and then you stopped. So it happened on your turn, basically. And you
Oh,
started.
I didn't realize that was my turn.
But you can do, what else would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna use my last slot in Dimension Door toward the ring to get there faster.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Bamf.
This is terrible.
Okay, well, you can get right there.
Okay, cool. I'm there.
All right, you appear in the middle of your slick little sleet storm. You see this towering 24-foot tall frost giantess, scarred by fire. She doesn't seem too troubled by the sleet. It looks like frost giants are really good at walking in these winter conditions. And she's got your little hand in what you assume to be her fist. And
Does she? Can I appear so she doesn't initially interest me? Or
yeah,
interest in me?
when you first appear, she is too preoccupied with the hand and barking at her henchmen to even notice that you're there.
Okay, cool.
That's your action.
Yep.
Does your ring still have a charge left on it?
It does. And the rest of you just see Paulton step through a door, and then it closes behind him. Zip! Boop.
How far are we away now
From whom?
from Paulson?
You don't know. You're
Well, how far are we away from the battlefield?
about 100 feet.
Okay. Whose turn is it? Or is it all of us?
Well,
our
after
turn?
Paulton would go, the next person in the Waffle Crew initiative will be Bag of Nails. So, Bag,
Well,
what course of action would you like to take?
well, I feel like we're in a good little point of our relationship. Mm-hmm. I could, that could continue on the Dragon Quest. I don't feel like that's what he really wants. Or I could turn around and go try to help. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I think that he's looking to die in glory.
Okay.
The dragons, I'm never gonna catch it. the grown dragon. I don't really care about dying in the dragon's grasp.
Right. Well, yeah. It's an interesting call because there's no foe mightier than the dragon, and in its wounded state, it is more vulnerable than it's likely to be in a long, long time. So you have the best sort of fighting chance of ever defeating this legendary monster and distinguishing yourself in the annals of history by being the first tabaxi ever to kill an ancient white red dragon in the history of the universe.
That would be amazing!
And as far as we're concerned, we're just going to say you did it.
You know that the dragon's going to go to ground somewhere, sometime, and you're not using any of your energy.
Yeah, in fact, I can heal. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I will continue on the journey to murder the glorious dragon.
All right.
Cloth.
Cloth.
Yeah. Cloth.
All right. So Clouth's nemesis takes the Acquisitions Inc. air balloon and just sort of slowly, methodically begins hunting down his wounded worm prey.
Godspeed.
We're all stranded in Omu.
Yes. And you're just there at the captain's wheel.
I'll heal myself with my remaining first level heals.
All right. You give yourself some hit points. All right. And who knows, maybe you'll find some crew on the way. All right.
It was fun, guys, for letting me play with you.
Awesome. No, amazing.
You still have those crossbows and stuff.
That's true.
Pew, pew, pew.
I load it by myself.
Yeah.
You probably do a better job than Hibner.
All right. And wait till you find out what's hidden in the hold. Anyway.
What?
Oh, God.
That's a story for another time, folks. But to round out the initiative count, right after Paulton disappears through his doorway, Evelyn, you would be next up in the initiative order.
As soon as I ensure that the rest of the party is coming with me, I just double move, follow him.
Okay. Do you want to stay around the walls, or do you want to fly up over the walls?
Over.
Okay. Then I'll have you make a perception check to see what you see.
19.
All right. Yes, you can see Paulton, tiny little figure, standing behind this frost giantess who doesn't seem to be engaging him in any meaningful way, suggesting that she hasn't noticed that he's bamped there. And they're sort of in the middle of what appears to be a petering out sleet storm, and the ground all around them is covered with snow.
Can the party still see me since I'm flying?
They can see you, yeah.
So I just point.
Okay. Dieth, what do you do on your turn?
Let out a very noticeable, audible grunt of frustration.
Okay. Through the broken walls, too, you can actually kind of see parts of the tumbled down palace, which is sort of your ultimate destination in the heart of this maze. You're like, it's right there.
It's right there. It's right there. So I couldn't. So looking back, can I see what Paulton is currently engaged with?
No, there are too many wall barriers between you and he. You being on the ground, you don't have Evelyn's high vantage point.
But she's going like this.
Evelyn, how many?
There's just the one, right?
There are three surviving giants, but there's one close to Paulton, and the other two are being called over.
Evelyn's like, 3. It's okay. Just fight him. It'll be good.
Jesus Christ. Oh. God. Damn it! And Dieth, cunning action dash double move, starts moving his way back. Trying to, I guess, making his way towards wherever Paulton is.
Okay.
I don't know where
Dragon bait smells like frustration.
Yes, same. As do I.
Yeah, we all smell like frustration, Dragon
Yeah.
Evelyn doesn't. She smells like heroism.
God
All
damn
right.
it.
Nice. And he'll follow you back, and that brings us to Strix, sort of ending where we started.
I will.
You're faster because you have your broom.
Yes, I will get as close as I need to cast a 5th level fireball on the giants and Paulton, where they are.
Okay.
Because I'm done with these. I'm done with them.
Can
They're already hurt.
Can you fly up high enough to do that?
I can zoom my broom up, and fireball has like a really big
Yes.
distance. So
Yes. So yeah, you can fly up 60 feet, let loose the fireball.
150 feet. So I can stay 150 feet away and still cast
You can basically
fireball.
just fly straight up where you are, see the battlefield,
Yeah.
and just drop the fireball on top of them all. Roll your damage.
I'm just going to bring up the dice roller because it's easier.
And
And Paulton's just sitting there like, yep, and it's just going around him.
Hold on. Oops. I put it in the wrong thing. I'm just using the dice roller because it's too many and I can't count. What? Hold on.
That's 5th level too.
Yeah, that's the only one she has. All right, well, the dice roller thing is messing up, so I'm going to have to roll real dice and use real math, which is too hard for Holly, so.
We'll help.
All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. All right. 17, 18, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. So it's actually not that much.
Okay. As your detonation goes off, the 2 male frost giants are blown off their feet. Their axes go flying through the air, and their incinerated, blackened bodies just land with a ka-thump down on the snow and sleet, and they both expire.
Strix is like, we're done with this!
Yeah. The female giantess, who also took it all, engulfed by the flame, she just sort of weathers it. She crunches her eyes up, clenches her fists, and just sort of stands in the middle of it and takes it all, and is still standing when all is said and done. And of course, Paulton is not touched in the least. Although all the snow around you, Paulton, all the sleet and stuff is just sort of melted away by the fireball blast. And then Droopy will see where the fireball came.
Pike off, you stupid giants!
She says, La Verden Frisa.
I don't know what you said in the 9 hells, but I don't care!
All right.
We're leaving!
And that's where we'll stop.
Oh, man. Chris, really quick. Is the steak man still just going to chase after the dragon on foot?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we will pick up next week, and we have not seen the last of Bag of Nails, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. So thank you, Matthew.
We've never had a guest try so hard to die and then stay alive.
Yeah.
We've never had a guest stay alive to begin with, very rarely.
The one guest that tries to die nearly kills a dragon.
I know.
It's like,
This is what people should have been trying to do all along.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys scared Klauth. He's really scared right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Bag of Nails scared Klaus.
Yeah. Any parting announcements before we break for this week? And I've got one. PAX South in San Antonio is this coming week, and I will be at the show signing autographs with some other folks you may know from Acquisitions Incorporated. And I will also be running a live game there. The continuation of the live game that we ran at PAX Unplugged with Jim Dark Magic, Omen Drawn, and Viari as children. They've been transformed into kids, and they are with Rosie Beestinger, played by Kate Welch.
Be sure to watch to see how mad they get at the end when they realize
We're
they don't
really
have an airship.
sorry.
I have no idea what's going to happen. Their airship has just been stolen by a tabaxi.
And they probably heard all of the screams that were made. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it wasn't stolen. It was, saved.
Commandeered.
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 Yes. All right. Anything else?
We'll be watching the show.
Yeah. As always, you can go to the Dice Camera Action subreddit to join in on all the different discussions. There's always a discussion thread every week on the current episode. Lots of people sharing different fan arts, different fan fictions, a lot of theories, a lot of cosplay. It's been really picking up. There's been just tons of it, some really cool stuff. There's like a 4-page comic from last week's episode. People have been making some amazing things. So be sure to join the discussions over at the subreddit as I spam that link. Additionally, some smaller, convention announcements. I'll be at KatsuCon in the middle of February in National Harbor, Maryland. It's a huge cosplay convention. Not really there like as a guest or doing panels or anything. I'll just be there. But there is a D&D cosplay meetup on that Friday. I might come to that if I'm available. I'm hoping to be. No promises, but I might try to come to that.
Will you be in your DF alter ego?
If I can fit and bring him, possibly. We'll see.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. It kind of depends on a lot of factors. But if you're there and you see me around, please feel free to say hi. And then another quick convention announcement is that I'll be at the EGLX convention in Canada in March. More details on that coming soon.
I have a TV show on NBC that starts in February.
Ooh.
I can tell you about it. So I'm on a show called Good Girls, which if you watch the Golden Globes, it felt like it was all over it. But it's a great show. It's about 3 women that sort of take back the power in their lives, and I play one of the bad husbands on that show. It's going to be great. So we're on 6 right after the premiere of The Voice, and I'm really proud to be on the show. The show's great.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yay.
Very cool.
Yay.
That's so cool.
I will check that out. NBC, you said?
Yeah, NBC.
Yeah, okay.
There was another big announcement this week on Nate's Twitter.
That's right.
Yeah, congrats, Nate.
Congratulations,
Oh, yeah.
Nate got engaged.
It's a thing.
Yay, me.
Yay.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone tell him congratulations.
Yep.
They were already doing it in the chat before you even said that. They were like,
Mhm.
yay.
Yay, thank you guys.
All right. Well, I believe, unless something weird happens, next week the party will be descending into the underground.
Something weird always happens.
Into the into the den of danger, as it were. And so that's where we'll be next Tuesday. Until then, cheers, everybody. Have a great night, a great week, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
And
Bye.